Hello. So I've decided I'm going to be doing some waving tutorials because waving is my bread and butter. I've been doing this for a long time, over 10 years now. I think about 12 years I think I've been waving. So I've figured out a lot of things, a lot of concepts. A lot of them are self-taught. Some of these concepts I have picked up from other people. A long time ago I did film other tutorials, but the quality of them was not very great, so I wanted to kind of just redo everything again, just start new tutorials, maybe better quality. I know this isn't going to be the best quality either because I'm using a webcam. However, it is significantly better than what I made previously, and since then I've learned a few more things as well that I could teach. So I'm going to be releasing these in parts, so each different part is going to be focusing on a different thing. So don't just watch the one video and expect to learn everything in one video. There's going to be a lot more that I'll talk about throughout each video. So the one concept I want to start off today is a little bit about just one wave using hand placement with a wave. So if I do a trace wave to the chest here, so this position here with the hand meets the chest, this is going to be the placement that I'm talking about for this particular video. And there is a few ways you can look at this. Okay, so you have left side and right side right here. So right side, left side. These are quite different, by the way, because the way you wave with them is actually, it's different. So notice my body's facing straight on here. This is just like a pretty front-on angle. Now, this is what you're going to start off with. So just knowing how you can switch from here to here. Very simple, but you're just turning your body like this, okay? So now my body's more like side on, not quite like side on like this, but it's a little bit more angled where this foot is facing forwards now, like this. And then I'll show you what happens. Now the hand has changed sides and my right foot's in front. Left side, right side, left side, right side. And you can change legs like this. But also you have the front angle here, which is like pretty much parallel legs facing straight. These are used more for like these kind of angles here. And another way you can switch is like fixed point in a way. You're just moving that point around. So you see how you can just move these points all around. You have like these four corners here. You can move the points from here to here to here to here. So the same way you can turn your body like this with the shoulders or the upper chest. You have the same with the hips too. So here, now the hips forwards, you also have the same thing you can do. And it's just a nice little way to switch the wave around. Like if you're waving down to your body, it just adds a little bit more dimension to your waves. And another thing you can do is, obviously, there's other ways you can get into that position. Like so there's other ways you can get there. I'm just starting off like a simple trace wave to here. But a few other ways you can get into it. So notice how this hand's kind of fixed. As soon as I wave to here, I almost just pause that wave. So this is not an incomplete wave. Like some people say the wave's incomplete because it just comes to an abrupt stop. It's not an incomplete wave if I just wave to here and stop. I call this like a pause. The wave is on hiatus. It's paused temporarily. The completeness of this wave is going to come afterwards. So now I have this hand completely free and this is locked into place. So now I'm free to do whatever I want with this arm now. So if I wave here, now this arm's free to completely wave up to here. Notice how I can send the wave from any part of my body. Let's just say I'm going to send the wave up to here, and then the wave continues on. So if I'm waving to here, show you again, wave up to my chest, and then I can finish that wave now back out. So if you look at waving as a way, like a disconnected, you can disconnect and recontinue a wave. So just because it's disconnected, it doesn't mean it can't be recontinued again. This is a lot of the mistake I see. A lot of people focus on trying to keep that wave continuous all the time. But sometimes a disconnect is good, or a pause in the wave is a good thing. Especially, it just adds clarity as well. And you have the ability to, let's say, wave to the chest like this, to turn, wave down, and you can just keep changing that wave around. The more you disconnect and then continue it, you have little things you can do in between the wave, whether it's like a fixed point isolation wave tutting thing. Okay, so these points can all be moved around and the wave can be recontinued from those points. So it's like connecting in a way, wave tutting. I call it a continuous. I still call it a continuous wave, because whatever point that wave finishes, for example, let's say I wave to my chest again. Now you can play around with the chest. And then you can move that point around, come back up to the chest again, the head, and then the point's always changing, but it's still that same wave you started off with. It's just moving around the whole body. So don't be fooled if you see like a robot wave or something. See, you see all these little in-between movements, right? And you would think the wave has stopped, but you're not stopping the wave, you're just moving it around so you can recontinue. So if I was to do like a robot wave type of thing, that looks like the wave has stopped here, right? But then you can continue it, or you can be waving like this. So adding some little extra things in between is cool. So anyway, I got a little bit distracted there. I was supposed to be talking about hand placement, so let's continue on with this hand placement thing. Again, the hand placement here, you could turn. Another way I was going to show you is with this hand down here, you get into this position like this, okay? So this is a little concept of tracing. You have, look at the arm like this. You have the above angle like this, like a full circle, but you have underneath as well. So the whole underneath of that can be traced. Above, underneath, then you can continue like that. So you can do like the circular types of wave from this position, and they will bring you back to here, right? So let's focus on that. Let's do like a wave to the chest, and then let's say I'm going to just wave this up to here, and now I'm going to just do a little trace wave. Now I'm going to swap arms. Now the hand's back to here again. But let's say I don't drop this arm, and then I do the trace wave. Okay. So now what you can do is it's like a stacked position. So I put a stacking, like because that's kind of what it is. You're just stacking the hand above the other hand. So if you're here, it's like you've done this wave, and now you want to send it down, and now stack again, send it down, send it down, and then from there you can also, with the stack position, obviously hands above or below, it doesn't matter because you can trace underneath or above your hand. But if you are in this position here, right, the hand above the other one, you can also get into like tracing. So you can just do a regular wave from there, and it all comes from this one position here. The hands just being up here like that. So you can focus on this stacking motion, just like coming below, above. Again, if you don't want to do your chest, you have another option here. You can just simply just go like a little higher. Okay, so now the hand's on the shoulder. Now having your hand on the shoulder, obviously, now you can do your waves from the shoulder. So any type of wave that comes from the shoulder, you can connect to this hand like that, okay? You got it? So if I'm waving to here, boom, just a wave to the shoulder, that opens you up to a lot, where you can send the wave back down, wave back up. Maybe you want to go a little bit lower now, so you go boom, you come back here, turn, switch the body, wave back down. Or you might want to be playing around with the shoulder, like some isolations. Okay, because the shoulders, I've made another video on this, I might refilm the video again, but the shoulders actually have a huge role when it comes to waving, right? Because you can turn the wave with the shoulders. If I'm going to be doing like a wave down to the leg, see how the shoulders can turn where the wave goes. The shoulder backwards sends the wave down. Okay, the shoulder forwards, obviously you can turn the wave forwards like that. But you can also do like this, okay? So this is like that same concept I was showing you at the start with the hand. However, now keep the arms up like this. So imagine you're just doing like a singular wave, right? So instead of just doing it with the shoulders or the chest, try wave with it. So wave, and then keep turning. Your body like this, okay? And then you notice in between each of those, you can still use the shoulders with it. Okay? Now, is there anything else I'm missing? I'm sure there was something else. Threading, I think from here, you also have a loop. You've created this like loop to thread through. So that's another thing you can do. You can thread from there. So what I'm doing here is I'm just coming like up, and then I'm just like connecting at the elbow or the shoulder, either way. Okay? So you can use that as a thread, but it all comes from there, this chest. Again, with the chests, another thing you can do is just control the chest. Like, it may not seem like much, but you're just pushing the chest to the side like this, or you can start a chest roll. So wave to here, boom, boom, You see how you can control the chest with this hand? Boom, boom. Or you can do a one-handed wave like this, wave to the shoulder, and now send it down, switch legs, bring it up, and then wave out, okay? So like one hand to the shoulder. Say the wave is like at the shoulder now. Roll the shoulder back, now it's at the chest. Bring it down to the knee. Like you can either like switch knees like this, or you can do like a little, like a sacking thing. Because I like to use this as like a sending the new wave back up, for example. So if I'm doing this, now I'm going to send the new wave up, and this hand's going to just like guide that wave all the way up like this, and then out again. So that's the main concept for this video, is hand on the chest, and because there is so much you can do from there, like I said, just a matter of how you get into it. If you want to stack it, two hands. So you can get into it with two hands like this. You're just doing like a wave. Okay, so two hands. Maybe you're going to do like the rolling pin wave. So again, two hands like this, start off waving like this. Chest is open, wave to your shoulders. You can roll the shoulders back like that, and then you see like from the side it will look like okay, so I'm just kind of like rolling my hands like this, like trying to replicate like a rolling wave, because a rolling wave is a type of wave as well. Okay, and then okay, so I think that's pretty much the basics with that. I'm sure there's probably something I forgot, but it's been like 20 minutes. So again, I think that's pretty much covered in this video. I don't want this video to go for any longer than that, so work on it. Hope this helps. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, but yeah, peace out guys.